Hello friends, welcome to a new video. My name is Lacey. Today I'm very excited to announce that we are DVC owners officially. My husband and I started this process in October of 2022 and it was finished by the end of the year. But I just wanted to kind of explain our experience with DVC Resale Market because we did purchase our contract through a resale vendor, and that vendor was Disney Resale Market. I will say their website is so nice, so easy to use, so easy to filter which resorts you want to see, a point range if that's important to you, a max price. You can even sort by use here if you're adding on. So I just really like their website as far as like all the DVC resale websites out there. This one's the best in my opinion. So before I even start talking about the process that we had with them, I just want to say, like, we have been researching Disney Vacation Club for years, and we have known for a while that it's something that we would be buying into, and we bought a number of points that is reasonable for us at this time. We do hope to add on in the near future, hopefully, but for now I'm going to talk to you about our experience with Disney Resale Market. So we did purchase an Animal Kingdom contract for 170 points, and our use year is in October. So we decided to go through our own bank to do financing. So I don't really want to talk too much about our finances as far as like our monthly payments and our interest rates and all that. All I will say is that I would encourage you to go through your own bank, at least see what interest rates are. Definitely going to be lower than Disney if you're buying direct, but may even be lower than what the resale vendors are offering as far as financing. It's just like when you buy a car, it's always best to like go in with your own money rather than using the financing that they offer you there. So it did take a couple of weeks for our loan to become active from our bank, like once we actually started the process to closing on that loan. But the day we closed on our loan and actually had it in our bank account, we put an offer on a contract. The entire time before we closed on our loan though, we did have like a spreadsheet of contracts that we were considering, what the home resort was, how many points, the price per point, all these different factors, and we came out with loving an Animal Kingdom contract for 170 points. So we didn't call anybody at DVC Resale Market. We didn't email. All we did was press the make an offer button that they have right there on the listing. We pretty much offered them exactly what they were asking. We didn't like try to change the price per point or anything like that, or have them pay for like our dues or anything. They did pay for the previous year dues because they had already used those points. So we didn't have to pay for those. But basically everything that they were asking for, we offered. So that same night, that same evening, it was accepted. And we began exchanging info with DVC Resale Market. 2 days later, on October 30th, we received some e-docs to sign and a link for our deposit so that we could pay our deposit. I believe it was $2,000. So we did send those in immediately afterward. Like, we are trying to expedite this process as much as possible. So we just signed the documents and then paid that deposit as soon as possible. The very next day on Halloween, our contract was submitted to Disney for right of first refusal. So anyone who is considering buying a DVC contract through a resale market or a resale vendor is going to experience, and probably is already familiar with, Disney's right of first refusal. So if you don't know, Disney has the right to buy the contract back at the offer that you made. If that happens, it's great for the person who's selling the contract because it's sold either way. They don't care who it goes to. But for you as the person trying to buy the contract, you lose that and then you have to go through the process again. Now, it is, I think, common knowledge that this process can take up to 30 days. So we are patiently waiting. DVC Resale Market did check in with us on 5 different occasions, so about once a week, just to let us know everything's fine. We're still just waiting on Disney's response to that right of first refusal. And so I kind of liked how they were just checking in to let you know we haven't forgotten about you. We are working on this. We're just waiting on Disney. But we are starting to get a little nervous during this 30-day time span because Disney had had been buying back contracts quite a bit at this time, and specifically at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we got our points at a fantastic price. It was like $134 per point, I believe. So we were worried that they were going to buy our contract. We were devising a plan B. So we made a new spreadsheet with all the new listings that had been added to the website since we started looking at it, and we're highlighting our favorite contracts, which ones we think we would like to put an offer on. But I will tell you, on the 31st day at exactly 4:30 p.m. we found out that we had passed right of first refusal. So that was on December 1st. Devin and I were so excited. We went home and celebrated a little bit. It was a few days later, on December 5th, that we received our closing documents. I believe it was at this time that we had to get the rest of the money and pay that. So we printed off all of our closing documents, got our cashier's check from the bank, and then sent all those in, I believe, in an envelope that they provided to us. So we took our time a little bit to get that sent in. It took us about a week to do that, but on the very next day they confirmed that they had received it. So I do believe it's like a next day air type mailing situation with the envelope they provided us. So they did confirm that they had received it, which was good because there was a big old check in there. And then about a week after that, on December 19th, we received notice that we had closed on our contract. By the way, we're like going to Disney World on December 20th of this year. So we're like getting hype about the fact that we're gonna go to Disney like soon after signing our contracts and everything. We knew we were gonna be visiting Animal Kingdom Lodge while we were there, so we wanted to show it to our daughter and talk to her about it. My husband and I have stayed there before, but my daughter had not yet done, so we were excited to show it to her. She loves animals, and just like talk to her about how we would probably be staying there a lot over the next 35 years. And so on December 19th, we received notice that we did close on our contract, a confirmation that we closed. So we are so hyped, but it's at this point in our journey where we're waiting on our membership code emails from Disney. So it takes a little bit of time for them to convert these membership codes into a new name, into your name, and that's what we were waiting on. So the contract was ours, we were closed, we had paid, everything was done. We just didn't have our membership codes yet so we could log into the DVC website. I can't remember how long they advise you that this can take, but it didn't take us near as long, and I was super surprised. I want to say it's 14 days is what they tell you. But I was convinced that because of the holidays with Christmas and New Year's that it would be probably mid-January before we actually got these codes. And if that's the case, I thought, well, hopefully it'll happen before my birthday because that's January 16th. But then there was a part of me that wanted all of this to happen before January 1st so that we would go into the new year as DVC members. But then there was also a part of me that wanted this to happen while we were in Disney World, and the day that we visited Animal Kingdom Lodge was December 23rd. Now that would have been like a 4-day turnaround instead of a 2-week turnaround. That didn't happen, but it didn't take the full 2 weeks. It was December 28th when we received our 2 separate emails from Disney for us to activate our membership into our logins, and then we could see our dashboard and start booking trips essentially. So that is our timeline. Our process went so smoothly, and we were very lucky with right of first refusal, but it's still a process that took us 2 months approximately. So it's worth it in the end, even though during right of first refusal you're like chomping at the bit to know what's going to happen, and then whenever you close on your contract you're chomping at the bit to get your activation codes and your membership information to log in. It's still so exciting and worth it, and we saved so much money by buying these points via the resale market rather than direct. Now, I'm not saying we'll never buy direct points, but for this go around it got our foot in the door. We have 170 points, which for us is a pretty decent number. We do want to add more to that, like I said, but we can say we're DVC members. Animal Kingdom Lodge is our home resort, and we are very excited. So we do have our first vacation booked. It's a very special vacation for reasons that we will talk about in future videos, but one of the things that has me so excited about this trip is that our use year is October, and the first points that we have come available October of 2023, October 1st of 2023. So that lined up perfectly with when my daughter is going to be off of school and right after a very special birthday. So we actually have a vacation booked at Animal Kingdom Lodge on October 1st of 2023. So it's like technically speaking, the very first day that we can use our points. Of course, we could have like borrowed, but we didn't choose to do that this time around. And there's other reasons why this trip in particular is going to be so special. So I just cannot wait, and we will definitely be having videos coming out for that trip as well, just like we have with our previous trips. So I just wanted to make this video to let you know what our process was for the DVC resale market. We had a fantastic customer service experience, as well as just like smooth process. They tell you what's going on the entire time. We didn't really find ourselves like emailing them to ask questions, because they really did such a good job of communicating with us like what we could expect. So had a great experience with using DVC Resale Market, and can definitely vouch for them if it's like a vendor you're considering. I do love their website. It's so easy to sort through all of the listings and figure out which ones may work for you, and the whole process was just so seamless and easy for us. So that is my entire spiel on our experience with the DVC Resale Market, as well as how excited we are about being DVC members. We're just so happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions for me, leave them down below and I'll try to answer them for you. Are there any other AKL home resorters out there? Would love to be your friend. If you would like to see more Disney content from us, just hit subscribe. We do have 2 trips coming up towards the end of this year, so we definitely will be having videos coming out for those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!